Hey guys, welcome back once again. I'm going to throw some bricks up in here now. The interesting part about this, for this particular build, is I can cheat up here too. I can throw these bricks in here. I don't have to go and do the whole layer, you know, the dance of the bricks. I can just kind of tuck them in there, nice and snug, on these bookshelves anyways. And the height of the bookshelves will do the rest. I don't really have to make it look like those bricks are standing up in the air. And even if I were to shove those bookshelves up one, I'd probably turn them down to layer 0 if I wanted to pop them up one. I can't really do that. This rather large library ladder is going to stick into the bookshelf at the bottom layer here, so I can't really allow it to pop out at the bottom. If I do this, technically this guy can still be layer 0, but if I pop it up underneath my books, or underneath my bricks rather, than this guy's going to come out. I'd have to push this up. It's going to encroach on my area at the top. I'm going to have to move these guys. It's just not a good scene. So I'm going to keep these down. It's going to give me some space to play with objects later on. I could probably put some stuff up on these bookshelves and it'll look cool. Okay, so I'm going to keep into this space here with the cat. After these bricks, how many more do I have to keep? Oh, it's the same problem. So I'm going to run into this issue over here as well, where I have this single space with the bricks. This side it'll be a little easier to deal with than that side. And I think I have a solution. I have a solution. Cool. This guy is going to look a little silly if I only have one layer here. So these bricks are going to have to come down 2 times to get up there. The shadow on the bricks is 2 half units. I think of a square as 1 unit. It's actually not. These guys are 2 by 2. So if I keep 1 on this side and pop them up to the top. D. Oh. That's why we have 3 set out here, I guess. No, back the other way. And then these guys, we're going to go 1 higher. So this is kind of one of the interesting bits about working with the bricks, is in this scenario, I have a space in between. Doesn't look very good. If I go under and behind this bricks, this is kind of super secret brick tech. I can actually pop this one on top of this brick, slide it over under here, and it covers up that shadow. So now I'm going to do that again a couple times here so you can see what I'm doing. I've got 3 layers of shadow. Basically, it's making it look like it has more height so that this is looking a little bit more in place. Still looks a little goofy, but it's better than it was. I could do 4, but 4 is going to make this so that I can't use this space here. I want to utilize these spaces as well. I want to balance it out, make it good. So this one I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pop it up. This guy's going to go up to here. I'm going to balance this first brick on top of the second brick in midair. It's like some bullet time stuff. And then I'm going to take another one, duplicate it out, and flip it on top of those 2 bricks, just hanging on the corner of this fence here. I didn't know this was going to be so technical. Okay, so I'm going to get 1 more brick and do the same thing over here. I'm going to keep it wedged in between. I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to make the shadow, and I'm going to slide it in behind this first brick. Because the bricks all elevate to the same layer, it works this way, that you can just kind of cheat and balance them like this. And the next part of what I need to do here is cover this space, and I need to cover this little square right here. So this is going to be a little easier than the little square. But I think maybe what I will do I'm going to flip this one down. And bring it up to the top. On the other side, same way over here. And I'm going to bust out my secret weapon. Which is my lamps. Llama. La mama. Okay, so I have brown lamp, Japanese lamp, lamp, lava lamp, samurai lamp, Asuka lamp. We're going to use the lamp, the regular lamps. I'm going to throw them in here like this. Looks really sweet. Covers up the icky spots with my bricks. Nice and square. Perfect spot for it. And in fact, these lamps will draw attention to these areas more than they'll take it away, but that's perfect. That's actually what I want in this scenario. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw standards on top of those lamps. So I'm going to take this guy down on the side so these look almost the same. Almost the same. And I'm going to take, so I have two different objects I'm going to whip out here. One is a bar sign. And the bar sign has a little grail on it. And technically I could do a second bar sign there, but what I'm going to do instead, so it looks kind of cool, I am going to use a sword display. So I have the sword display furniture. It's got a sword on it. It's got the exact same background, but it has a little sword on it. So we have the sword and the grail. Looks kind of cool. And I'm going to throw these guys up to layer 2. These lamps are layer 1. When I take this up to layer 2, I will be able to balance this guy up on top. Like so. And I think I'm actually going to bring this up one more. Get the light even. Looks good. I'm going to take this guy up to layer 2, do the same thing. Exactly the same thing on the other side. So it looks good. And this guy's going to go up here. Just one more unit up. And we have these little glowy banners. Now these little glowy banners are cool. What I'm going to do on here is I will make this a sword and a shield. So this one's going to be your shield. So your shield. And then it's going to be number 2 is the code for your shield. And then number B. Oh, number B is a line break. This is some very, very basic code stuff. And then I'm going to do the number 2 again. Number 2. I think it's HTML actually. I think this is HTML. I might be wrong. Okay, so when you touch that, you look at this object, it says your shield, I need no shield.png, and it's my patented need no shield mug. Okay. Over here, going to be the same idea, except for it's going to be your sword, number 1, I, and then from there we're going to go for the number 1. Oh wait, I didn't miss my line break there. Number I, left bracket, number 1, right bracket. Lowell Storm Sword 2. Okay, so there we go. We got our 2 handy dandy check your shield, check your sword places. I love having those in the house. It's very handy, especially for the kind of build that I'm going to be doing outside. It's going to be integral. And I got a nice space in there too, so you can see. Cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. Moving on to the lower area over here. I'm going to take acorn fences. Pop. And I'm going to kind of cordon off a little area for my cat. Make it look like the cat can walk around underneath inside here. Oh. I think that's where I'm going to have my little lower down spot. And then from there. So I have 6 of these in my inventory from what I recall. I don't know if I can get away with doing a little portal across here. I would like to have this side as well. I'd like to have something kind of hanging out the same way. It's got to go down a little bit further. Or maybe my book has to go up. Tough choices here. One more flip, and I'm going to keep it up, and I'll keep it right there. And then I'll do one that's 2 down to the bottom, or you know what, let's go across. I got lots of bricks. I don't got lots of acorn fences. I mean, I have a decent number. There's quite a few acorn fences in the level, don't get me wrong, but I think that I don't think I have 4 more for this section down here that I want. And rather than duplicate 3 and not have it work out, I'm going to check in my inventory. Oh, the cat's under the fence. I need 4 of these fences. I only have 2. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm going to take some regular fences, I think. And make a handy dandy little ladder. And this is all just to create effect. You know, I'm using these ladders and these bricks for visual effect. It's something where I want to create an appearance in the level, that it looks a certain way, that it has a certain feel for the player when they're entering the level. It's not going to be something that's beneficial in game very much, other than making it look kind of cool. Okay, so this one's going to go all the way to here, up 1 more. Or down 1. Nope, that's right. There we are. Do the same thing on the other side. And maybe I will bring these guys down. I want to have some fences for outside as well. Otherwise, I'd probably fall out some more. And I'm going to use my old railroads here. So while that funny carpet was not like desirable, I'm going to cop out and probably use my railroads to cover it up here pretty quick. Okay, so actually this guy's to come back up 1. This guy's going to go down 1. Twiddling with the fences. There, perfect. This is the difference between a good house and a fantastic house. All those little tiny changes, all those little fiddly diddly nonsense things. The more you pay attention to that small stuff, the better your house is going to be. I've seen some spectacular houses. I've seen some really good places, but then I've seen the people who put in those, you know, every single tile is just painstakingly thought out. And that's really what makes a big difference. I'm, pretty confident in my ability to create good houses, but some of the stuff I see, I have no shame in saying that I'm blown away. The things that go on, the things that people build. Every now and then there's somebody that comes along that's just like, wow, how could you even consider that, right? And then all of a sudden it's this entirely different concept, and then you can take that and build on it, add to the concept in your own way. It's what I love about the building part of this game. There's so many different ways that you can use the graphics that are already present on those furniture objects. And this one I'm just going to throw into the corner. Right there. Boom. Okay, now I need about 30 bricks spaced along here. Basically, they're going to cover up the space under here. I'm just going to do one layer like these guys, maybe even half, to give that effect of being slightly higher. And I would really like to have a little bit of a staircase down here. Maybe I will take those guys back and bring a small staircase down here. So you can go down and pet the cat, feed the cat if you really like. Cool. There we go. Throw one more in there. One of these little railroads. Actually, you know what? Let's ditch the railroad for that one because it's going to be really large if I try and fix that. Gonna have to throw another layer of that acorn. I'm gonna have to make it another 2 points down. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna take a bench. Branch? No. Bench. So I have a bench, a log bench, and I'm gonna use the log bench just because. Make it look like a step down. Maybe not. Maybe I'll use the regular bench. And take 2 of these and throw them down here. I think that the layers should effectively allow them to sit together. And I use my half increment movement to position them in just exactly in the middle of those 3 or of those 2. Technically these guys are 3 by 2 units, and having them be 3 by 2, it's a little bit difficult to place unless you use this this half increment. Yeah, that's okay. I think this guy needs to be layer 1, unfortunately, to make that work properly. Which is actually going to work out just fine. There we go. And it's going to look dumb because I'm going to go down here. I'm going to be on top of that. And you know what? I don't care. I complain about that all the time. Every now and then it's okay. No, not every now and then. It's not okay. Don't do that. It's cheating. I'm going to be distraught about this. I'm going to figure out some other way to fix it and make it good. Maybe just take the whole thing out and put a little step down with bricks or something. Okay, so here's our 1 increment with the brick. Piece by piece, excruciating detail. Cat's gonna love it. But you know who will really love it is the players who see it. When you have this kind of detail and you look at it, it's like all together the stuff that you build in here is gonna look really cool, especially with the shadows. Because out in the rest of the game world, what you don't notice is that kind of detail, those shadows and stuff that actually exist that you see. But then when you go to the player houses, it's not in there. That level of detail and contour is just not there. because what happens is you have these furniture objects and they don't have those, you know, the shadow, for instance. They don't have a shadow. They don't have, you know, that depth or that positioning. Oh, that one got a little confused. Okay, so I'm getting pretty happy with this house interior. I know that it's been pretty detailed at the beginning here, but I wanted to hash it out in that way, be able to look at exactly where my floor plan was, and then from there I can build into it. It's going to make me move this acorn fence, but I'm going to trick it. I'm going to go to this side. And then where was my other? Did I delete the other one? Maybe I did. Oh, where did I put the other floor? Where's the other acorn fence? Uh-oh. I've positioned my acorn fence in a place that I don't see it. Okay, if you guys see the acorn fence... Oh, there it is. Found it. Haha, I was going to say... Put it in the comments if you see where the acorn fence is, but no, there it was. Okay, I'm going to call this video here. I'm pretty happy with where this is going. I'll throw the rest of these bricks in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.